Welcome to Bay Sunday. I'm your host, Kenny Choi. Our first guest is part of the Bay Area's basketball legacy, but he's not talking sports this morning. NBA and former Warriors superstar Baron Davis is here to tell us about his new venture called Black Santa. Welcome to Bay Sunday.
Thank you.
And I have to also include former UCLA great Baron Davis.
Thank you, man. Go Bruins.
Yeah, absolutely. I went there same time that Baron went there. All right, so tell us about Black Santa, the company. How did it start and why?
I wanted to be creative after, I was done playing basketball. And, the thought around Christmas was, every Christmas became kind of like dull. Mm-hmm. And, for me, it was like I wanted to bring something cool to Christmas and also something positive to the minority African-American culture.
Yeah.
And so presenting a character and that character through storytelling can have those nostalgic feelings, can have those wish fulfillment dreams, and having kids have a Santa that looks like them means a lot.
Right. Tell us a little bit about some of the people that you've met since you started this company, some of the kids that may have been introduced to some of the characters that you guys are coming up with through this company.
Yeah, it's been great. For the Christmas holiday, we went on tour, to Atlanta, New York. We had a couple toy drives in Los Angeles and here in Oakland in the Bay Area. And the thought was when we brought the mascot out, just to look on the kid's face, no matter, what race, color, no matter what it was, they just saw, someone jolly. And, we were able to go out and raise over $30,000 worth of toys, for this holiday season. And, that was just us really getting started as a startup company. So for us, the idea and the mission behind us is to celebrate cultural diversity through storytelling, the magic of good and the joy of giving.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, and I like that idea that it's not just about Christmas, but just kind of year-round giving. I grew up, in an area where I didn't see many Asian American broadcasters growing up, so I never thought that I would one day be able to have a job like this. But when I went to the West Coast and I started college, I saw more faces, more Asian American faces. And so when you envision something for this company, for the kids that you're talking about, what do you hope for when you start a company like this?
Well, you hope you hit your target demographic, but you also, you want to open the minds up to everyone else. And I think that, taking this character of Black Santa and through his point of view, his world is gentrified. And so allowing us to celebrate cultural diversity, Asian, and Asian stories and Latino stories and bringing in the right storytellers and character creators to, so they can have an authentic voice in, animation and kids storytelling. So for me to allow my platform to, accept a lot of different artists and really build a collage and a collective and to educate people as well as, bring cool, fun stuff to schools.
Sure.
And also the holidays.
And one of the things that you guys are trying to bring to schools, this coloring book. Tell us a little bit about that.
The next thing for Black Santa was to introduce this coloring book. It's called The Icons of Black History. And what we really wanted to do was we wanted to honor people that you don't normally hear their stories. So a lot of times in African American History Month, a lot of times it's the same stories or the same movies being made. And what we want to do is we want to accelerate that process. And so the campaign around the coloring book is The World Needs Color. And so the thought that, if we color together, and coloring is a big stress reliever and just a communal thing. And so the thought was we can learn while we're having fun. And so allowing people like Jack Johnson, Claudette Covain, Mae Jameson, people who are pathfinders and who have contributed to this world and to this country, to have a light shine on them.
So you have the character Black Santa. Are there other characters that are in the works now?
Yeah, so Valentine's Day we'll be dropping Mrs. C.
What was that?
Mrs. C.
Okay.
Who's Black Santa's significant other.
Gotcha.
She's our own woman, and what we learned in our research and just Christmas history and storytelling that Mrs. Claus has never really had her own story or had her character be developed. And so as a company, we want to present that and have Mrs. C, really stand for something and have a brand that's powerful so she can be able to speak to young women and women all across the world.
Growing up as a kid, who were some of the figures that you looked up to?
For me, it was more so my grandparents, and I would say I love cartoons. So I would say The Simpsons, Woody Woodpecker. I love collecting Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, I remember
Garbage
those.
Pail Kids, things like that. Obviously Mickey Mouse and all the Disney movies. So just always inspired by storytelling, and I felt like, even as an adult, you can always escape and watch Despicable Me. Now that I have kids, it's starting all over. And so, it was just something that I wanted to do that I knew that, is on my heart and a lot of other athletes and celebrities. And so, this was the easiest way to go for me.
Baron, really quickly, I mean, when I watched you at UCLA, I know you got skills on the court. Do you have skills actually drawing? And who came up with this cartoon? Did you actually draw a part of it, or did you help?
No, so I work. I'm just like the creative director.
Okay.
So I worked with the artist Dietrich Smith, and he actually came up with all the sketches. And at the Black Santa Company, we have a team of people, and so it's fun to go through history and have people pick certain people that they would love to honor and tell stories about. In the coloring book, but I wish I could draw. It'd probably save me a lot of time, but it wouldn't come out this great.
Yeah. Well, it looks fascinating, and much success to your new company, Baron Davis. Be sure to check out blacksanta.com. Baron Davis will be at the BCAF Expo Monday afternoon at the Metreon, and on Tuesday at 1 o'clock at the Yerba Buena Center for the Arts Theater. For more information, you can go to the festival's website. That's sfmlkday.org/BCAFCON. When we come back, we'll be back with the star and director of the film, Lion.